Green Concepts, the show where we help raise awareness of new green ideas and concepts.
For today's segment, we sat down to interview some celebrities and find out what they knew about being green.
So, with that being said, let's take a look at our first interview.
So Borat, before the interview, we showed you these green home constructions. Okay, Borat, so let's hear your opinion of rammed earth and straw bale in comparison to, say, earth bag.
In my country, they would go crazy for these two. Not so much.
As you may or may not know, these are many new alternatives to conventional fiberglass insulation. These alternatives provide a lot of the same features as fiberglass insulation, but are safer and easier to work with. What should be noted is that your family can breathe easier because these materials provide a safer environment.
My wife is dead.
Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
High five!
Okay, on that note, I'd like to thank you for your time.
Okay, Homer, tell us what comes to your mind when you see this picture.
Go nuts.
Actually, this is an earth bag home and is constructed of sandbag-like structures, which makes it a green home construction. This and many other green home constructions help us cut down on using unsustainable materials while using more efficient materials. I'd like to thank you for your time, Homer.
As you may or may not know, engineered wood products such as LVLs, PSLs, and OSBs are ways of reusing wood to help us cut down on cutting down trees. Not only are these materials helpful for the environment, they are a great building product due to their strength and uniformity. In short, they help us save trees such as this one.
Is you telling me that this tree wouldn't prefer to be a hot tub with a couple of flower honeys in, totally, no clothes on, whatever, rather than...
Moving on to our next subject, solar panels are becoming more and more popular, so let's talk about them for a moment.
Ain't you worried that if we use a lot of this solar energy, that we will use the sun up?
Actually, we're not taking anything extra from the sun. We're just using what is already coming off and putting it to good use.
But Mia, there's some countries like in Alaska where there's already run out of sun and there's like darkness for like months of a year.
Actually, it's true that Alaska goes without sunlight for a few months, but that's due to the rotation of the Earth, not because we're using the sun up. Solar panels are a great idea for any construction. In time, they can earn back their owner's investment and can greatly cut down on energy consumption. Let's jump to our final question. This is just a question out of curiosity. I know that you have an interest in cars, so I'd like to know if you could picture yourself driving an electric car. Well, unfortunately that may not happen, seeing as how I guess you could say the electric car is swimming with the fishes. I'd like to thank you for your time, Ali G.
Respect.
So that concludes this week's episode of Green Concepts. Thank you for watching.
Okay, Homer, tell us what comes to your mind.
Solar panels are a great idea for...
So, Borat, before the interview, we showed you these green home constructions.
Actually what I meant by that was that the electric car has blown up. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Green Concepts.